Stany has a dot. Kelsa has this little arc right here, and Golden has an arc right here too.
I was thinking, yeah, this
Okay.
part.
That would
I've
give
got.
us each one
What
thing.
about what's this? Like I've got 2 lines, I guess.
Yes,
Those are
two different
already
lines.
eaten up
How are they
by.
eaten up? When do we use them?
Um, I went back and tried to eat up some of the little tiny spaces from my um, calibration phase at the end of last episode.
Okay.
Oh, you retcon these in?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So apparently, Lavender's face
The
gets rid of
the
these.
reason I get to put in like four, I get to fill in 4 spaces, is because all of our 4 uh, recap question circles were full. So instead of setting the grid to a certain size, I fill in 4 boxes.
Oh,
That's how that
okay.
works.
I still don't understand that, but that's fine.
Yep.
I don't need to.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
Uh
I
so
also do this spot over here. There is 2 arcs, 2 dots.
But the more we have, the
longer it
longer
This
goes.
has 2 arcs, and 2 dots as well.
So actually, it'll be the same. It would be the same, either doing this one
It actually would be exactly
or
the
this
same.
one.
Because
Yeah,
it's the same arcs
it's
and
the
the same
same
dots.
distribution. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But this one's bigger, so let's leave it for later.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Somebody
fine.
Consider
Let's
this
do
tiny
this one.
spot.
somebody draw that. Not it.
Are
What we
we
could
recording
do-
already?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Hi everybody. We're doing the Unreeling.
Hi.
Hi.
You can't see
We
the
could start-
screen, but we're talking about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's not that important.
It's like your reality is unreeling as we speak.
I seem to recall we get to pick different characters for the Unreeling.
Yes, whichever ones we want.
Gotcha. Tell me who they are so I can update our character lists.
I don't know.
I mean, we're still playing stars, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why don't you go first since you didn't get to play a star this episode?
Okay. I'm gonna play Bryce. That's who I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
Okay. I'll update this with Bryce. Asini, why don't you pick next?
I have to decide if I want to be June, and I don't think I do. And Ferdinand's in a cage, so I'm just gonna leave him there.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised that June hasn't wound up in a cage just yet. Maybe.
Not yet. I mean, I had to like literally seduce Ferdinand into a cage. June's a harder nut to crack.
Harder sell, yeah.
Yeah. Why don't I be? I'll be Brian.
Okay.
Bryce and
Lavender?
Brian are taking Ferdinand's in a cage.
I mean, he
Ruth.
could still be here. I'm just saying he's also in a cage.
He's here and in a cage.
I was kind of wanting to play Ferdinand.
Go for it.
All right,
I'm
all right.
gonna do that.
Reality, Unreals.
That's how this works. Let me make sure I'm spelling Ferdinand correctly because I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Ferdinand.
Also, I think my hair has dried
Oh,
pretty
okay.
well.
Perfect.
It's pretty
Let's
poofy.
see who's left.
Trinity, June, or Ruth?
I think I don't want to be June, so between Trinity and Ruth, I'm gonna go ahead and be Ruth. I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Okay.
Okay, I marked my 1 dot. We have to decide filler words so that we know when our moves trigger. Ferdinand's last time was like okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
That's what I thought. I think I'm going to keep that the same, just to keep that consistent.
I don't remember what Ruse was. I remember that I thought it
Ruse
what I knew what it
was-
was, and then I forgot, and then it was the
It was like
different one.
we'll see or something like
Let's
that.
see.
Let's see. I don't think I want that one, but I'm not sure which one I want.
I think Brian is just gonna be
Okay. Okay.
What are we picking for our characters again?
Filler words.
All right.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with huh.
These are the most exciting choices.
I'm gonna pick Hun.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, and so in this little spot, all I have is one arc, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
I
Oops.
marked
We
my
all
dots.
have only one thing, so it'll be really short, which should be good.
Which will be good, because we all tired. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to decide, like, where are we?
We could be at the bakery.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Be good.
Nice. Yeah, did we just start describing things?
Friends, I'm really all about this bakery and fresh rain business. So can we be in the bakery and there's fresh rain outside of the
Sure.
bakery?
Yeah, it's like
Definitely.
it's like
So
drizzling
Bryce is in the bakery picking up some bagels with his dog.
Oh, is this your dog? Oh, what a sweet
Yeah.
little dog. Can I pet him?
Oh, he loves being pet, and the dog's tail is wagging.
I'll pet the dog.
I think Brian's in the background. Oh, I just did my thing, but I'm gonna finish describing what he does, and
Okay,
then I'll do
great.
my thing. He's he's in the background, like on his laptop, and he's just like typing something. You can't tell what he is, but he's just kind of quietly in the background. Dots. Ask another star, what is your favorite thing in the world? Bryce, what is your favorite thing in the world? Tell me why you like it so much.
Oh, Bryce's favorite thing in the world. I feel like it's this yellow paint, oddly enough.
Okay.
And
go ahead. Why do you like it so
like
much?
he likes yellow paint because it always reminds him of like caution tape. And it's like where all the most epic parkour is done.
Okay. So we see Brian like quietly typing in the background. He looks up because he recognizes the voices, and he kind of does like oh, it's people I know. Oh, I'm awkward, and then does like a hesitant dorky little wave. And he says, "Hey, I've already ordered. I got this donut. It's got lemon icing on it. Do you want to try it?" And the lemon icing looks very similar to yellow paint.
That looks delicious.
It's really
So
good.
Bryce-
I get them every week.
Bryce gets his coffee. It's like a tall. I don't know anything about Starbucks, so you get to make something up.
Yep.
And he brings Poosh over to the table and sits down
Is the dog's name
with
Pooch?
his Poosh
Poosh.
with his extra talk coffee and his bag of bagels. It's like, he points at it like, really? Yeah, buy it. So he picks up the lemon, takes a bite, and lemon's amazing. I don't care what anybody says. It's one of my favorite flavors. So
Agreed.
Bryce has to also enjoy lemon.
Lemon's delicious.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Hard agree.
Can actually taste
A
the
little bit of-
lemon. They must have squeezed it or something.
Also, a hint of paint. You're not sure if that's just your mind playing tricks on you, or if there's actually like
Yeah, I was like,
contamination in the icing. You don't know.
I got. Oh, something went wrong at the factory, but it's still delicious.
Ferdinand's shaking his head and like laughing at all of this. He got like an entire like little loaf of bread, and he's here. He took the biggest table all for himself because he's working, and he's cutting up the billboards into the shapes he needs for the fabric. So he has like one knife for the fabric. He pulls it down across the billboard, um, sets it to the other side of the table. He really needs like the whole friggin' thing for this. And then he takes the smaller bread knife and cuts another slice. Takes a little like side container of hummus, puts it on the bread, takes a bite of the bread, looks over the billboard, and then I just think sees all of your antics, starts laughing, sees the dog, and
Oh yeah, like you look over and Ruth is like chasing the dog, like very undignified for a little old lady to be crawling on the floor trying to pet the dog.
mhm.
I think I said "huh" when I was like, "Oh, huh, this is caffeine."
Oh,
So I used my arc. So Bryce is staring into Brian's eyes because he doesn't really know what to say about this weird paint taste, even though it's delicious and he appreciates the gesture. But he is saved when Poosh jumps on his lap and starts licking his face. Tell me what, yeah, what do my eyes confess to you? And why are you meeting my intense glare?
Um, your eyes are confessing to me that you really wish you could be out free running right now. And I am making intense eye contact with you because I just really want to be your friend and I don't know how to talk to you, so I'm just staring at you.
Okay. So Bryce is like, "You want to pet Poosh?" And Poosh like jumps on the table and his tail's wagging. He's like threatening to knock
What?
over your
Well,
laptop.
but the laptop. I lift up my laptop.
Oh,
And I pick
hon.
up Poosh in my arms and cradle him.
I like
Sorry.
I like get in between and make sure Brian's okay as I say my word. Um this is also an arc. So Ferdinand, you were looking at all of us while this goes down, and as I try to comfort Brian, our eyes meet from across the room. What do my eyes confess to you, and tell me why you are making such intense eye contact with me?
I'm making such intense eye contact with you because you're being all silly with this dog on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And your eyes confess to me that you experience joy more often and regularly than most people. Like you're not. Some people get ground down, and you have not, and that's like you've gone through a lot, so that's pretty. It's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have to come over at this point. Did you have like a follow through move with after your question or
Yeah, I'm supposed to say
We
how my relationship changed.
mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
I
We're
think
both doing that.
Brian and Bryce will go jogging in the morning together now.
Yeah.
I don't think Bryce is able to. I mean, Brian is able to free run, but a little bit of jogging to warm up. It's good for them both.
I need to do the same. I need to react to Ferdinand. I think I see you looking at me and me having a good time, and I just smile, because like it's a welcoming, inviting smile. Like you can come play with the dog too. You don't need to be working right now in a cafe.
Hmm.
And I think our relationship changes as you do. Like Ferdinand does come over to play with the dog for a little while.
Hmm.
Um,
And I do that really eagerly, but I really just needed like a kick in the butt to do that.
mm,
So I come over and I I come over to pet the dog, and I look up to Bryce at first and then to everyone. And I say, my ears heard the dog's name, but I don't remember it. What was the dog's name?
It's Poosh. And Poosh's head is like craning around when he hears his name because I'm cradling him in my arms.
Mm-hmm. Poosh, 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 poosh. Okay. And um, I kind of wanted to do this back to Ruth. Ruth, what's your favorite thing in the world, and tell me why you like it so much?
oh gosh. Hmm. I feel like Ruth has a lot of favorite things in the world. Like I think that's part of how she can experience joy so frequently. Um, so like I feel like her current in the moment favorite thing in the world is just like the smell of fresh baked bread that just is entirely infusing the bakery.
And why do you like it so much?
Oh, it reminds her of her wife's baking skills and cooking.
God, Judith is just the best, actually.
So cute.
And we never get to see how fucking cool Judith is because she's a the client and always off screen, but
Uh
we
huh.
hearing this amazing shit about her through Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I've only taken one slice um, out of this loaf of bread that I have. So I bring the rest of my pretzel bread over, and I I ask you if you can handle the salt.
I
It
smile.
comes in little chunks in the bread,
Yeah, yeah, I
and it can be a
smile.
little much.
And I'm like, it reminds me of home cooking, really. It's not too much.
And then I slice. We close out this unreeling with um, the slicing of bread.
Also, a question Brian asked with his mouth full of donut. So, Ferdinand, how long do you have to stay in that cage for? And then-
Like now I'm picturing his the entire time he's been like sitting in the cage, but like his feet are sticking out, so he's just walking around.
That's not how I meant it, but good. I was envisioning that every time filming was started, he had to go back and hang out in the cage. But this also works.
I mean, either way, really. Oh,
I enjoy the idea that it's like how they pass prison food back and forth. There's like a little slot under the thing where I just like cut it for you and then I slip it back out. And then I go, which one of us is really in the cage?
oh, beautiful, beautiful. I love every second
Yes.
of it.
And there's a thing I added to this phase too.
Oh,
We have to, because the entire point of this phase, one of the reasons I made it is because this is the point of the game where we decide uh, how we win the game
oh,
now. And how we win is we tell each other um, which star got their favorite things out of either the show or the Unreeling.
Hmm.
So I'm going to say that Ferdinand was really happy that they got company. Does anybody think that they are happier than me?
Bryce? I mean, Brian. Brian made a new best friend. They have a dog. They're gonna share donuts.
Mm-hmm.
That does
That's
sound
more than
pretty
me.
great. That does sound pretty great.
I don't know about paint donuts, so probably not.
But we
Probably
shared a
not,
donut.
Bryce.
We're best friends now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure best friends now.
We're going to become best friends.
We are currently best friends. I'm writing you down in my best friends box.
Which is a thing every game needs.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Did anyone beat Brian
No.
in terms of happiness?
I don't
Ferdinand
think
really
so.
needs to get out of this cage.
I don't know how you're going to do that.
If only we knew someone who had already broken somebody out of a cage.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I put you in there.
Please,
I
please,
mean,
Trinity.
you put him in there, you can take him out again.
We'll see.
Yeah, what
I
else?
don't know. I know you say I know why, but I don't know why.
Next Unreeling, I had to be Trinity so that if somebody else picks Ferdinand, which nobody will, I can break Ferdinand out of the cage.
Well, you better have a good reason.
We gotta
Yes.
fill the cages. Come on.
Oof. All right, I think
Yeah.
that's the end.
Yep, that's
And
the end.
since we didn't do shout outs at the end of the
Oh,
show,
wait, if I beat
Oh.
everybody, what does that mean?
You win.
ta-da!
Hooray, I won the
Yep.
Unreeling.
Yep. And then
Congratulations.
if you have the most of those at the end of the game, then you win the season.
Okay, I should mention that I won today's episode then.
Put that somewhere.
Make it in episode 3 notes.
I realized it was actually
Winner.
a point in the game. There was ways you could lose, but there was no way you could get like the huge prize money at the end or whatever it is
So
for a show.
Brian won episode 3, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to take a picture of this without all the text and send it to my modern art friends. I don't know about the text.
I don't know about
Modern art
nothing.
have text, or does that make it more modern
It can
art?
have text.
It's more modern, more modern
More
than modern.
Is it more artsy if there's text?
I don't
Oh,
really
you mean
know.
the picture of the whole board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not an arts major.
And I filled in that. Okay, we're good. Yep.
Okay. Now we can do
Shout-outs.
a shout out. Dark Lavender Void, why don't you begin?
This is my game. If you want to go fund it, you can go over to my Patreon, patreon.com/darklavendervoid. I also do music, but it's a lot better than this. Want to hear it? Wait till the end of the video, or go back to the beginning.
Wait till the end because it gets cut off at the beginning
Ah,
because reasons. Yeah. Astini, I've heard you also have a Patreon.
I do. Hi, I'm Astani. When I am not here trying to do the bidding of the O's, I have my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Astani, where I do variety streaming and art streams. I have a Patreon for my art, patreon.com/Astani. You can follow me on Twitter. Just Google my name. You'll find me on all the things. I also have a store, buy my stuff.
Like this stuff.
Yeah, I have pretty stuff.
It's
Buy
very
it.
pretty.
Put it on your body. Put it on your wall. I don't care. Just buy it.
Just buy it. It doesn't matter where it goes.
cover yourself in rain.
Cover yourself in my stickers. Do it.
Oh, beautiful. All right, and Golden, why don't you shout yourself out right out of town?
Hey, I also make RPGs. Among these are Oregon Trail. I got what's the other one? Super Death. I have Latex Angels and Cybernetic PIs. I have the one I'm working on right now is called Shattered Hopes and Broken Dreams, and it's a mashup between Firebrands and Magical Girls and Betrayal at the House on the Hill. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, come follow me on my Twitter. Hoping that I mean, it's in a playable state right now, but I want to be in a play testable state, which is a little bit different. Also, maybe we'll play Stars Without Number on my Twitch channel before we play this again. But the scheduling game continues.
Maybe.
But if you like Stars Without Number, I can give my Twitch a follow. That's it.
Awesome. And me. This is my channel. Hello, I'm Kelsa. I play role-playing games on the internet. Besides this game, which you can find on Twitch on Monday nights, and YouTube every other Monday nights. I also on Tuesdays play on some D&D over on the Greyhawk channel. We're playing Savage Tide, which is a adventure path, and that's pretty cool. On Thursdays, I'm over on Party Wipe Games, where I am running a game of Scum and Villainy. I love that crew a lot. If you want to check out my Discord, you can see some fan art I've made of those characters, as well as in on my Twitter at Kelsa. You can see I've been also doing Inktober, so you can see a lot of things that also include fan art for that show and lots of other junk. And then on Saturdays, we just launched Republic City by Night, which is a Legend of Korra Forged in the Dark game, which I'm absolutely in love with.
We're all kind of obsessed with it.
It's so good. And we haven't even played a session yet. We just made the best characters and the best character concepts, and super excited to actually play that game. And then Sundays, I'm over on AP Gaming Reels channel, where we play Game of Thrones House Wars, where I play an entire noble house. And that game is pretty cool too. Follow me on Twitter, because I tweet about stuff when I'm going live. Follow me on Twitch so you can find out when this show is going live. And subscribe on YouTube so that you can know when these unreelings that happen between shows happen. All right, I think that's all the things. Good night, everybody, and thanks again for coming out.